All right, guys. Hopefully, we got this resolved. I do apologize. Do not know what's going on. We're gonna have to get everything restarted slowly but surely here. I don't know what's going on. If you guys can see this clearly up on Twitch, please let me know real quick. So I can know the stream's running smoothly. I don't run Twitch in the background while I'm streaming. There's just some weird shit going on. I just don't get it. It's shitting the bed on me, and I'm not even really started. So yeah, let's get this rolling. Okay, there we go. Works fine. Good. Let's hope it doesn't drop. I don't know what's going on. And thank God I got me a drink sitting next to me. I definitely need it. Okay, it works fine now. Good. Good, 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 good. I don't have to worry about the silly bullshit right now. Really don't want to anyway. I've had one of those weeks so far. Sorry about no show last night, guys. Got home. I got home on relatively normal time. My brain was just fried. My brain was pudding last night. Oh shit, it's dropping again. Oh fuck. Actually, I'm back. It's back-ish. Uh, I'm doing some training yesterday. I put the certificate into Discord so you guys could see why. Uh, First aid training all the way through. I just got to do a practical test now and just wait for our instructor to get into town to do it. So, yeah, I guess. We left off Dead's H1N Pro Night 2 showers. We stopped at the 1 hour mark on Monday night, and we got one EVP. Jack come over, they're here again. Yeah, beyond that, nothing. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, we haven't had that much evidence lately. We're still sitting at one. We're sitting at 113 on EVPs. That's a bird. No TM compared to the other investigations. This is weak. This is weak. We still have a lot of EVP or recorders to go, so I'm not too worried about getting 100 more. But where we're at now, I'm not satisfied with it. Uh, yeah, that's teams in the background. Uh, Wish we had a few more, but it's okay. Uh, Remember, guys, next week, uh, Tuesday through fucking Monday, there will not be a show. Still a lot. I am still 5 or 6 for 2 investigations since I got here. Yeah. Uh, like I said, next week, guys, going up to Big Bear, California for work. So, yeah. Gonna take a GoPro with me so I can record some shit for you guys. That's Susan in the background. That could be anything. Let's bump it up. Some noise reduction. Some reverb. Okay. It kind of might be an echo. If that's not an echo, that's a sneeze. That's got to be a sneeze or something from somebody outside. Definitely, definitely not evidence. Yeah, we're going to debunk that one. Achoo. It's like, yeah, it's either an echo or a sneeze. Definitely not evidence. What's up, David? That's Susan. It almost makes me wonder if Twitch isn't throttling me for not having a lot of viewers. Almost makes you feel like it. Like, dude, you got like 5 viewers. This guy has 500, so we're going to give him all the bandwidth. I don't know. And MDS snuck in. How you doing, bud? Been a hot minute. Okay, that is one of the other. That is Lingering Souls. What now? We're out here or something. Actually, this is night 2. That's not Lingering Souls. That's Susan, Tammy, Michelle, or somebody. That's got to be Susan and the girls. So another fair debunk. Yeah, you can definitely tell that's Susan. And and I tell people, and I've said this, let me pause this for a minute. I've always said, know the other team's voices, be able to identify them easily within a second. Susan's voice, like mine, is very identifiable. Now, nothing in a bad way. When she's inside the prison or near someplace that echoes, it comes out almost a little nasally. Nasally and echoey. And echoey, I know, is not even a word. Something I made up that I keep using on the show. I don't know why, but I do, and it's not going to change. But Susan's voice is unmistakable. Mine is unmistakable. Dead's is unmistakable. You know, both the Chris's, even though only one of them's there now, unmistakable. Michelle and Tammy, okay, I don't know their voices well enough yet. But yeah, you can notice little ticks in people's voices that I know it. Okay, we're back, I guess. Uh, Fucking Twitch. We're just gonna keep going. Sorry, guys. Restart the bot. It's just, I do not know what's wrong. This is Twitch all the way around. I reset my modem almost daily. If it does it again, we're gonna have to see. Definitely gonna have to do a weekend show this weekend. Maybe a Saturday show. Do have to get everything ready for next week. We'll see. But guys, if it does drop again, I might have to just stop the show for tonight. Cross your fingers. Because the more it interrupts, the less chance I have of getting anything that we can actually analyze. And here, I saved the last of my Jack and Coke for tonight. I'm not mad. I'm aggravated. I know Twitch has a lot of traffic, and this is almost why I want to just go to YouTube. Is get away from Twitch's bullshit. Because that's what it seems like anymore. But I don't want all my viewers to have to go to YouTube. Have the capacity or the finance to make it better. I don't know. What do you know? Somebody coming in or a motorcycle? Probably the motorcycle. Yep. The motorcycle. Vroom vroom, motherfucker. The heat's getting to me. I'm going cuckoo. It is cooking my brain. I left a little early today, got home. I'm gonna take a cold shower and just bring my body temperature down. I had that water a little too cold. I jumped in there and almost shocked my system. The CEO said in one of his streams they have put in some money in some project and hope it will pay more. Most of my disconnects are from a server between me and Twitch. It's Twitch side. I swear it is. Watching my modem. Lights don't flicker. It doesn't reset. It's server side on another end. Twitch, why is my connection fucked?
Come and play with us. Forever and ever and ever.
Chief Fox rate of 35. Thank you so much. Good evening and thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome in. Let's see. Lord of Demons, Sarah, Chief, Rando. Good God, man. Thank you for the raid of 35. That is a blessing in disguise after the way the show was started. Twitch has been jerking with me and my connection has been dropping. I think 3 times this show so far. So welcome in. Hopefully I have a strong connection.
We are the ones who dwell within.
Hopscotcher Dope, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, Twitch has been acting funky. Anybody who's been on Twitch any amount of time knows this. Twitch can stick their Twitch up their dark side every now and then. And if you have any questions about the paranormal, please don't hesitate to ask. Currently, we are analyzing one of my digital recorders from the original showers of the prison. What did the Raiders do in their stream? Oh, if it's Chief, he was probably playing Grand Theft Auto GTA 5, or his Cast and Camo show, one of the two. And Cast and Camo, very good show. GTA 5, the role play. Yeah, currently we're analyzing one of the digital recorders, one of like 20. We leave unattended around the prison all night long. The original showers where there were multiple murders. People were hung, stabbed, beat. The original shower room is probably 30 feet long by about 9 feet wide. You get a bunch of hot water in there steaming up. You don't see anything. Somebody goes down quite easily, and nobody's none the wiser. Because if you say something in prison, you're going to be the next one. Yeah, it's a blessing you thought of this channel. We're trying to get all this evidence analyzed before I return to Nevada State Prison September 12th, 13th, and 14th. I'm going back for my 5th investigation of the prison. Let me see if I can find a quick picture for you guys. Yes, I can. This is Nevada State Prison as she sits today. Opened 1862, closed 2012 with the last execution of Mr. Darrell Mack. Not much of the original prison remains, of course. Actually nothing. They remodeled a few times. This building down here on the right is the original carriage house where they used to bring prisoners in, basically by wagon. Everything up in here built in the 30s and the 40s, and then the upper wing up top, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9 buildings up top were built in the 70s. They were closed because of security reasons. Well, lack of funding, the lower prison, too much to upkeep, and the upper pods. Anybody who's dealt anything with the prison system knows you have to have line of sight to keep eyes on the prisoners. These pods had no line of sight. If you're in the office, even the cameras didn't cover everything. So yeah, multiple murders, multiple stabbings, multiple beatings. It just it wasn't feasible anymore. And you're coming in during a Very slow recorder. Almost want to jump over to a video for you guys. Matter of a fact, let's do that. Let's stop this and let's do a video. Let's do. These are what? 7-minute blocks. I have not had a chance to put these files together. So I'm going to go ahead and play a couple of them for you guys.
Okay, this is Joe's GoPro.
These are going to be basically stationary GoPros. This one is sitting on the execution door bulkhead, staring into last night's cells. So there's no movement out of the camera. It's not being carried. It's set up just facing the cells.
07, looking into last night viewing, or last night's cells.
Is that an EVP? Okay, if you notice, Joe's mouth, if you look in the top right of the screen, is not moving. Yeah, that is something. Okay, I didn't expect evidence 30 seconds into this video. TM, because a lot of times, you know as well as I do, on EVPs, you don't always hear them with the naked ear. Very few times. Like I said, come August 1st will be my 16th year in the paranormal. How many times I've heard EVPs or evidence with my naked ear, I can count on one hand. It doesn't happen very often to where you hear the voices like you can hear me. Usually it's on a different frequency level to where you have to pick it up on the recorder and analyze it later. This is weird. So we're at 24 seconds on this. So what we have to do, and we have to do this. So we stopped at, hold on, I have to write this down. I have to make a note where we stopped on this. No, I don't want to save it. So, okay, we have to bring this over into Adobe. I did not want to do this quick, but I'm honestly glad I did. This is a big piece of evidence. All right. So we were at right in the 20-second range, right in here somewhere. Let's bring this out.
Or last night's cells.
Why are you doing this now? Hold on. TM, he's not using an app. He's using Notepad. He is marking where he is leaving his gear. All he has up is his Notepad. Joe knows better than to use apps. I don't allow him on my investigations. So this is evidence. That, guys, that's an EVP. That's not him repeating himself. He is not using an app, and that is not his voice. He is typing in on his Notepad. That is not Dead's voice. That is not Joe's voice. We need Deads in here right now. And I think he's actually at work. What's up, Moose? Okay. Capture noise point. It's very clear. It's very clear. Why are you doing this now? That's what I'm hearing. Could I be wrong? Yeah, I could be. So that does confirm the evidence. Kind of what I wanted to do is just pop it over, analyze it. No, I don't want to save it. All right, back over. Yeah, look, if you watch the top of the screen, watch the top right. And this is how I know it is not Dead's or Joe Dead's, same thing. Watch the top right of the screen. His mouth does not move. Is it earlier in the day than normal placement there? We're right now, basically, we're still setting up the investigation. We have not started the investigation. We're only setting up. TM again. He is only using a notepad app to write down where he is putting his gear. He doesn't carry pen and paper like I do. But yeah, look. Watch his mouth in the top right of the screen. It doesn't move. So that is evidence. Unless he's a good ventriloquist and can talk with his mouth closed, it's not evidence. And how many people can talk like a ventriloquist? Not any. And I can't even do it.
Sitting on
And Joe knows not to whisper.
bulkhead door. Sitting on execution bulkhead door. Looking to
Not me either. I'm too much of a loudmouth.
cells.
Did I just say that out loud? I said the quiet part out loud. So you wanted to shit, no, not gonna work. Sorry guys. If you watch real close, you can see his screw. See his what shadow? Moose, which shadow? Yeah, he's down here on the bottom right. He kneeled down to get out of sight of the camera.
Alright, this is Robert McCarthy, Paranormal, Nevada State Prison. Night 1, visit 4. This is what the H3VR being left on the execution chamber door. Or this.
I'm not seeing a shadow.
Paranormal, Nevada State Prison.
And this is the downside of this, guys. Sometimes you have to
Bulkhead door.
go back a lot and go after frame by frame. So again, what we can do here, shit, I got to do it while it's playing. Damn it.
Execution bulkhead door. Looking to last night's cells. Okay. So that's gonna be
Okay.
so this.
Oh, you're talking in the doorway back here, Moose? Are you talking over here?
Sitting on
The room straight back?
execution.
That's me.
Bulkhead door. Looking
Because I walk out in about a minute.
to
Yeah, that's me.
last night's
That's me
cells.
back there.
Okay. So that's gonna be
Back here, that's me. Back here, yeah, that's Deads and Van.
Alright, this is Robert McCarthy, Paranormal, Nevada State Prison.
Or
Night
Chris.
1, visit 4. This is what the
Back here is one of the either Chris or Van. That is somebody in there with Joe.
H3VR being left on the execution chamber door.
Or Susan.
Let me get this written down.
But there was something in the back.
Let me do this right now.
No, there wasn't. Never mind. No, the docents don't whisper. Van didn't say anything nearly all investigation, and the docents know better than to whisper, especially with me around. I know they don't, because that contaminates evidence. Never whisper on an investigation. I've preached that for 15 years. Is it possible? Yes. Is it plausible? No. And I did text Susan today, and I told her my idea. Now, Joe would not do it. Joe is a former prison guard at Nevada State Prison who does the day tours. Chris Pitzer, who is one of the docents there here at Nevada State Prison, going to get him involved because he is a former CO. I'm going to have him, pause this, take me out of the last night's cells, which you see back here, B2, handcuff me, and lead me through this door, which is right here, into the execution chamber, sit me down in a chair, walk out, close the door, go back around to the execution viewing room, and ask me if I have any final words. We're going to do a mock execution at Nevada State Prison this year. Yeah, they have the key. Susan said she was going to let me in this year. If I do it, I'm going to do it right. I told Susan I want to go all out this year. I want to do something that's going to stand out. If something would happen that I wasn't able to make it back to the prison, or they stop allowing investigations or whatever, I want this year to be huge. I want to push the limit this year. I don't want to provoke. I don't want to antagonize the spirits. But I want to put myself in their situation. I'm going to have a camera in execution chamber with me, watching me. I'm going to have somebody on the outside, preferably Dead Joe, with a GoPro filming me out there, with Susan, Tammy, Michelle, Chris, hopefully Van. So have 7 people out there in execution viewing, watching me, ask me if I have any final words. And we'll try to I'll come up with a final statement. You know, I'm sorry for the wrong I've done in my life, the people I've hurt. And I'm going to see what kind of energy comes into that chamber with me. I know for a fact that this is very dangerous. Am I willing to put myself on the line for this? Absolutely. I know the spirits there have a little bit of respect for me through what I've done over the past 4 years. That's the only reason I'm going to consider attempting this. There has not been a gas chamber since the late 60s. Then they went to the 80s. The first lethal injection was Carol Cole. Do a final meal in the holding cell. Yeah, let me see what I can do on that one. That's not a bad idea. I want to do this the right way. I want to do this for the show. I want to do this not only for the show, but for me as an investigator and the respect for the spirits I have here. we've gotten over 1,000 EVPs over the course of, well, the 4th year. We're still not done. We're going to hit probably close to 1,500 EVPs in 4 years, going back for the 5th. I want this to be something memorable for myself as well as the prison. Once I get back, I'm going to make a copy of it, and I'm going to send it to the prison for them to put up for other investigators to see. I don't want to make a production of it, but I'm going to do it well enough to where people can get an idea of what can happen if the spirits don't like this. So, back to the video. Sorry that took so long, guys. David, I've done that in last night's. I want to understand what you felt. And yeah, what I felt after I said that was not good. Complete bubble guts. It can be good. Or it could go bad, just like that. If the spirits think I'm insulting them in any single way, so guests can see how they did it when it was a real prison. As real as can be. As real as it can be. Those final 13 steps, 14 steps, whatever it is. And think how creepy this is for everybody that's out there watching. That bulkhead door is the execution chamber. That cell you see on the back left is last night's cells. That's where you're going the last hours before you're led into the chamber. What would you feel looking out your cell, knowing in a few hours you're going to be sitting on the other side of that door, getting ready to die? It's sombering. I've sat in there in that building alone. I think it was my 2nd year there. Susan kicked everybody out of the building. I went into there for about 30 minutes in the dark with a GoPro and an Eddie, sat and asked questions. I've never been so physically bothered by bubble guts in my life. I can only imagine that's what they felt before they were let in there, of how nervous they were. I think they shared their fears with me. This is what they felt sitting in that cell. Do they have a priest? No, they don't. I can't have somebody pretend to be one either. I think that's a little disrespectful, but we can see what can be done. Part of me is like, Brent, be careful. Just please be careful. The other part of me is like, if I don't ever have another chance at this, I did it right. You know, I did it for the show, for the prison. You know, I did it for the right reasons. And I think the spirits there will know that. I think they'll watch out for me on this. It's a weird feeling. Knowing, yeah, you're surrounded by, next section.
Ask everything.
So
That's crazy.
So what happened was, I'm going to explain here. What happened was Dead's GoPro shut off. It was just nixed. We went back to check on everything, and it was off. We only got like a few minutes of video. 1092. So this is all we got before the GoPro shut down. We went back to check it. Yeah, we got that on recorder of it shutting down like 30 minutes in.
To this. Yeah. Oh, damn.
That thing's still got 2 full bars and it says it's got 15 hours worth of battery on it.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll pay for the bad bottom.
No, don't.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I know.
So imagine
What?
we're walking
Yeah,
through
kinda
when
weird.
it's this dark.
Did it shut off?
Yeah.
Here, let's do this. Yeah. Oh, damn.
That thing's still got 2 full bars and it
Yeah,
says it's got
don't look into the
15
light, Brett.
hours worth
You
of
dipshit.
battery on
We can do that. See, that'll help.
it. That's so crazy.
Are you with us?
You'll freak out then.
Yeah, you would freak me out. Oh, no, they'll freak you.
And the other side, being in this area, if you go out the door on the right, go through another door, you're in death row and women's. So if anybody is down there investigating, it's all going to echo in. Pitney would be the one to watch for, but he never made it to the chamber. Yeah, I'd have to be up in building 12 to look out for Pitney. Maybe an electromagnetic burst from the ghost could shut down electronics. That's what we assumed. They're Edgar. Let me pause this real quick to cover this. For those that have not been here in a while or just for your first time here, Dead Ned's 007 and myself, Joe, we were up in building 12 on top of the hill. We were in Neil Pitney's cell. Let me show you a picture of Neil Pitney so you know who we're talking about. This piece of garbage right here, and this is only prisoner you'll hear me call a piece of garbage. Quick history of him. He murdered his mother, decapitated her, kept her body around for about a year, and did some nasty things to it. Norman Bates type of stuff. His cell is, let me see if I can find it real quick. You don't get a big or good idea of where it's at because it's up on top of the hill. The left building here up on the top. Up in here. Can't zoom in much more than that without pixelating too much. Building 12 was where they housed the worst of the worst. Anyway, he murdered his mother, did some nasty things to her, yada, yada, yada. He overdosed of heroin in his cell. You get weird feelings. Everybody's got them, whether it's deja vu or just premonitions, whatever. I don't think he overdosed on heroin by himself. I think he was helped, whether it was by the COs or other prisoners. You will never convince me otherwise until I talk to somebody that was there, like one of the COs, which probably not possible at this point in time. To the day I die, I'll swear that he was helped. But we trolled him when we investigated his cell, making a whole lot of yo mama jokes and a whole lot of bad ones. We even left a happy birthday mom card with a syringe in his cell. Didn't have the needle, it was just the plunger. We did this to antagonize a response. The other prisoners, no other prisoner in the prison will I ever antagonize. I did it for the simple fact of what he did to his mother. I don't think anybody watching would look down on me for that. They'd be like, you didn't say anything worse? I can next year, or I can this year. But I asked for his forgiveness, and we got it. But going back to Edgar's thing about electromagnetic bursts, long story leading up to this. Deds and I were up in his cell. I had a GoPro Hero 10 Black. Deds had an Hero 8 Black. We were doing an EVP session, and both of our GoPros shut off at exactly the same time. We've got it on recording, on a recorder that was in the room. Okay, anybody who's used a GoPro knows they overheat and knows they shut off when they do. That's why GoPro breaks up into so many files, so you only lose one and not everything. This is common sense amongst the GoPro community. Okay, one GoPro shutting down from overheating, I can buy it. Two shutting down, I can still buy it. It happens. Two shutting off at exactly the same time. Okay. Maybe we're both 3-4 feet away from each other. We're in a cell that is maybe 60 degrees, 68 degrees. Okay, maybe they'll shut down. Turn them both back on. We both got recording again. And about 30 seconds later, they both turned off a second time at exactly the same time. You can explain the first one. You're not going to explain the second one. That was the spirits in that area using their energy to shut down the electronics. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Theoretically, just on a number standpoint, the percentage of two GoPros shutting off at the same time twice on two different models is infinitesimal. You could probably win Powerball before that happens again. Tell the story again, I did not have lube. It gets me hard just talking about it. When you get activity like this, you really pay attention. I think he probably did it because we were antagonizing the shit out of him. What's going on, MDS? How you doing, bud? It's been a while. Like I said, he beheaded his mom. And like I said, which hole was tighter? Was the throat hole tighter? It's like, I'd have to go back through the recorders because we were brutal about it. We were really brutal. You've been ghosting. I've been ghosting too. I've been working a lot. But yeah, going back to Edgar's, any ghostly frames, I don't know. We haven't gone over them yet. We wait until, on this show, the GoPros and the recorders that we carried during the investigation, we analyze last. We still have, let's see, how much do we have to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have 8 recorders and 3 sets of GoPro videos to go through before we get to that. And like I said, I'm saving that till last because of the rarity of the occurrence of this. I've been using GoPros for years. Let me hit play. I've been using GoPros a long time. I've never had that happen. But this year, I'm taking a full spectrum camera.
Okay. Pick it up real fast.
Hold on, hold
Do
on.
you want it? Okay. Pick it up real fast. Do you want it?
Whoever did that knock, thanks. I think there was a whisper in there.
Okay. Pick it up real fast.
Yeah, there is a
Do
whisper
you
in
want
there.
it? Pick it up real fast. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to analyze that one in in Adobe, but we're not gonna do it tonight.
Pick it up real
180
fast.
hours. TM, a lot more than that, buddy. Remember, we had like 24 recorders, 3 nights each, times 6 hours. That's 18 hours a night per recorder. You know, that's 18 hours per recorder times 20. You're talking well over 400 hours of audio that we have to analyze on the show. Then the video, a couple hundred hours. It's a lot.
Do you want it?
Bah humbug. What's up? We got Korg and MDS in here. We got 2 OGs. What's up, guys? So about 6 hours. A little bit longer than that. Corgi, are you back home now?
You guys gonna leave this one?
For now, good. Hopefully it stays that way. Was that a shadow? No. There's 3 or 4 whispers in there. I can hear them. But we're not going to go back through Adobe tonight. I put up some video because we have new viewers. If you hear deads, it's all scripted. But David, to answer your question, is Eddie around the chamber? He never leaves the chamber. He will not leave it. Got to go to Morgantown on Monday for surgery. Prayers going out to you on that, bud. And Wednesday I'll be out of town for 7 days. Well, 6. I'll be back on 7. Do me a favor, bud. Keep me updated on Discord, would you please? And just for future lighter videos, right here on the left, this cell door that leads into, basically it's a stairway to heaven. They call it that because that's where they take the bodies out once they're executed, and leads into the poison control room to where they administer the lethal injection or they drop the gas pellets when it was a gas chamber. This cell door has been known to move. Remember, David, it's not just Eddie. There were 52 other people executed. Well, not there was 53 people executed in Nevada State Prison. Not all of them were executed in this chamber. This is the second execution chamber. The original one was somewhere else, downstairs, and on the first level on the back side. So basically what we're looking at, let me bring back up the picture. One of the other execution chambers was, if I remember, on the back side of this building right here, on the back side of this building, kind of like if you follow this door right here in the center, below the AC unit to the left, if you go straight through to the back in that area is where the first gas chamber was. I've actually got, why am I doing it that way? That's the first gas chamber. See if I can find this for you guys real quick. Drink the gator. Wow, why is it doing it like this now? Okay. This will break it down a little bit better for you. First gas chamber, which was outside, which I had actually just mistakenly showed you guys. That's the original gas chamber for Nevada State Prison, which Guy John was executed in, early 1900s. The first gallows, the second gas chamber, and the one we're currently investigating right now. I think it's weird Deds walks around with no pants on. Yeah, motorcycles. I said this is where it gets tedious. You have to listen for whispers and look for shadows. And watch for the doors to move. Because they can. Really wants to ghost Blowy. I don't think you want to ghost Blowy in prison. I think that'd be kind of weird. Well, there is a women's section of the prison. It's right through the door on the right. Through the second door, go down about 20 feet, make a left. That was the women's section. So women's was right by execution and death row. Go in there and drop your pants and see what happens. Please don't. Public service announcement. Do not go to prison to investigate and drop your pants. Because the ghost might laugh at you. Did you not have that chick? I don't remember. But yeah, that's pretty much 2 sections. Do we want to start into a third? We're going to be going through this again So I'm just going through it now for the new viewers. Plus, we got about 5 or 6 minutes left in the show anyway. May as well do it right. If they were not killed there. There were no female prisoners executed in Nevada State Prison. There was another prison site before Nevada State Prison where there was one or two females that were actually hung. I forget their names. I have the article somewhere on that. But yeah, Nevada State Prison, as far as I know, no women were executed. Were they stabbed or killed? I don't know. That'd be something. I don't know if Susan would know that one, because I don't know if how violent the women's block actually was. That'd be something to look into. How violent was the women's side of the prison? Were there fights? Were they beat into a coma? Who knows? Let me find a good picture. This is the execution chamber from the outside. Oh, no, bad picture. That's all blurred. Okay. Right now, the GoPro is on the other side of this bulkhead door. That's the lethal injection table. And basically, that's the execution chamber. The docents, if it came to that, I don't know. Probably have to go through the Historical Society to find that one out. Which is, getting access to those kind of records is not going to happen. I mean, the ones we know, Doc up in Building 12, Neil Pitney in 12, the executed, up in D Block, the guy that was burned alive, down in C36, where the guy was stabbed, came out of the cell block, stumbled down and died, bled out. So there are ones we know for a fact, and there are some signs around when you're investigating saying somebody died in this area. So we do know there were, I think, two or three stabbed to death in Culinary. We know that one for a fact. We know there were prisoners back in the 1800s who were shot trying to escape. Prison break, where multiple people, guards and prisoners, were shot. And those are documented. Those are I think the 1800s still. It's all how deep do you want to dive into this? Because you can go forever. And like when you're in here investigating alone, you can hear how eerily quiet it is. The silence in some of these areas, guys, is deafening. It makes it 10 times creepier. You almost trick yourself into hearing things. You know, seeing a still video of the area, it doesn't do it justice. The wind or whatever natural ambient sound is around you. I can't imagine what these prisoners went through sitting in last night's cells with no sound, just this. They didn't cook them. They gassed them or put the needle in. They steamed them. They never fried and they never electrocuted anybody in Nevada State Prison. They did shoot one of them. Andrei Markovich, the only person to be executed by firing squad in Nevada. He was given a choice of hanging or the firing squad. He chose the firing squad. And that's Andrei Markovich right there. It looks like the deer in the headlights, don't it? And metal movement. You're not wrong, TM. Metal fatigue, metal warping. Literally cook people. Only one that I know of. Up on D Block when they lit him on fire. And my famous statement in culinary last year with the video. Hold on. Saying, I wonder if they pushed anybody in the oven. Sounds like a team coming up. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for tonight. I am cooked. 108 today here in Vegas. And I am literally fried. I'm surprised I made it this far without quitting and going to bed. I thank you guys for being here tonight. Moose, TM, Corgi, David, MDS, Edgar, TM, anybody else that I missed, and everybody else over from Chiefs Stream. If you enjoyed the content, please throw the follow. Come back. Don't hesitate to ask questions about the paranormal. I will stop the show or stop the video or audio, answer any question you have about the paranormal if I can ask it or if I can answer it. Sorry. Like I said, mine's fried. You guys have been a blessing for hanging around this long, and I greatly appreciate it. I should be back on tomorrow night around the same time. Depends on work. It really does. Being in the entertainment industry sucks sometimes. But that's the way it is, and we deal with it. Guys, have a great night. God bless, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks again.